Welcome to Washington America Show with international multimedia journalist, multidimensional, multifaceted artist and director of Human Rights Justice Council USA, Dr. Kashif Sohail. Pakistan is one of the most intriguing and interesting countries in the world. You need to visit Pakistan at least once in your life because the soul of the people and the beauty of its natural landscape topped with the fascinating aspects of its rich culture are sure to make it an experience you will always treasure. Pakistan is extremely beautiful country. Home to 108 peaks above 7,000 meters, including K2, the South Asian country's mountain scenery is stunning. From the lively cities like Islamabad and Lahore to the beautiful valleys in the north, Pakistan is a perfect place for a unique getaway.
Pakistani people are very kind and helpful for tourists and known for hospitality. This is not like that everything is free here in Pakistan for foreigners, but due to humbleness and goodwill gesture. Most of people refuse to take money and mostly offer discounted rates of their goods. About 1.9 million tourists visited Pakistan in 2018, and as of 2020, tourism in Pakistan has increased by more than 300%. Pakistan is absolutely safe for tourists. Pakistan will reward you with your best experience ever.
The World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report placed Pakistan in the top 25% of global destinations for its World Heritage Sites, which range from the mangroves in the Indus Delta to the Indus Valley civilization sites including Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. Pakistan is a good place for tourism as it has the most appealing and breathtaking views of mountains, plateaus and deserts. It has the high potential to attract a large number of foreign tourists. Along with that, Pakistan Tourism Development Corporation had set up over 27 motels and 3 restaurants for the convenience of these foreign tourists. PTDC need to intensify their marketing ability in order to attract tourists from countries all over the world including Middle East, Korea, Japan, and many other countries.
Pakistan government need to take certain actions in order to promote and acknowledge tourism in Pakistan, as doing so will not only benefit financially but will also bring unity, compatibility and harmony among nations. Moreover, government also needs to encourage private sector to develop tourism-friendly environment which will result in financial stability. Conditions in Pakistan are good enough to tourist. The condition include security situation but also include infrastructure, road network and other conditions. Pakistan has enough places for many tourists to see. Pakistan is excellent for the foreign tourists.
Historical place Taxla, Mohenjo-Daro to see beaches of Karachi and beautiful natural place in Gilgit-Baltistan are great destinations for tourists. Government of Pakistan should work on promoting positive image of the country. In Pakistan there are a number of varieties of attraction that ranges from the ruins of ancient civilizations such as Mohenjo-Daro, Harappa, and Taxla, to the Himalayan hill stations that attract those interested in field and winter sports. Pakistan has several mountain peaks of height over 8,000 meters, 26,250 feet, that attract adventurers and mountaineers from around the world, especially to K2.
Many domestic and international tourists visit these areas most often in the months starting from April to September. Tourism has become the source of income for local people. Due to its diverse culture, people and landscape, tourism is a growing industry in Pakistan. For decades, ecotourism has become the significant part of the tourism business in Pakistan, as it has offered much tremendous experience along with the stunning mountains of NWFP, attracting number of tourists all over the world for hiking, skating, forest camping, climbing, and exploring the region's natural parks and forests. Pakistan ecotourism destination is unforgettable for those who have ever visited it.
Swat, Hunza, Abbottabad, Murree, Naran and Kagan have yet been known as the ideal tourist spot for both summer and winter season. The snow-peaked mountains, the natural parks and the wildlife in the forests offered a thrilling experience especially for the one who is in search of adventure. The natural beauty of this mountainous scenery has attracted number of tourists generating vital jobs for local people in the hospitality-related businesses. The Swat Valley alone, known as the Switzerland of the East, has become the center for 800 hotels. Over 40,000 local people Pakistan employed directly in hospitality.
The tourism sector is being overlooked by the successive governments and quite tiny amount is allocated in public sector development program that hardly caters for its demands. At global level, Pakistan is wrongly projected in the media and tourists are advised not to visit this South Asian country, which offer four-season tourism opportunities. Pakistan needs to put in maximum resource in tourism sector. Pakistan has very diverse and rich culture to offer tourists together with lots of opportunity for adventure tourism as the 4 provinces and 3 territories of Pakistan are very diverse and so different that it doesn't look like to foreign tourists that they are in same country with different culture, attractions and different seasons.
Pakistan has got a number of places where tourists can visit and these places are safe and secure, especially the southern part of Pakistan is very much safe together with northern areas like Gilgit and Baltistan which are extremely beautiful and well received by tourists. The mountain there are very clean and beautiful which catch the attention of tourists. The people of Pakistan are welcoming and they give respect to visitors and greet them, show them local custom and tribal way of doing things which tourists find attractive and interesting.
For the adventure-loving tourists, Pakistan is outstanding country, as in Pakistan there are huge mountains like the Eastern Himalaya. And these mountains have a height of over 8,000 meters and are longest chain of mountain where people can do trekking, exploration, or anything in this beautiful area. Pakistan is very unique. Situated in the heart of the South Asian subcontinent, it is a country with its own history and cultural heritage, fascinating in its own right. Pakistan was the site for one of the world's earliest human settlements, the great prehistoric Indus Valley Civilization, the crucible of ancient empires, religions and cultures.
The land of Pakistan ranges from lofty mountains in the north, the Karakoram and the Himalayas, through dissected plateaus to the rich alluvial plains of the Punjab. Desolate barrenness of Baluchistan and the hot, dry deserts of Sindh, blending into miles and miles of golden beaches of Makran coast are worth seeing. Explore the natural treasures of Pakistan. A visitor to Pakistan is more than a tourist, an honored guest.
In order to compete in this environment, every country in the competition to catch tourists have to offer competitive advantage, which is the things that country can do best. The possession of competitive advantages in itself is not enough, but countries like industries to communicate it to potential tourists in rest of the world. The basis of competitive is always lie in the resources of the country, with prime important is the way that country use these resource in order to get competitive advantage, and also with the fact that the resource which form the basis of competitive advantage are of sufficient quantity and quality.
The 3 major resources for country are financial resource, physical and human resource. While these resource of financial, human and other physical are in economics refer as land, labor and capital with the basic skills entrepreneurship. It's a open secret that northern areas of the country are very rich for attracting the potential tourist, where the natural beauty of landscape with their traditional cultural heritage have made a heaven for eco-tourist especially. Those northern areas of the country are developing rapidly and their natural beauty with their unique cultural heritage conserved by government of Pakistan is worth seeing.
When considering adventure tourism, we think about Nepal and other countries located in the region, but Pakistan has enough to offer in adventure tourism. 5 out of 14 mountain peaks of K2 are situated in the Pakistan, where their height reach to as much high as 8,000 meter, and together with this some of the largest glaciers are situated within the territory of Gilgit-Baltistan, as these are largest glaciers outside the polar region. Mohenjo-Daro was a city located in the south of modern Pakistan in the Sindh province, on the right bank of the Indus River. It was built between 4 and 5,000 years ago, and lasted until 3700 BP. It was part of the Harappan civilization, and the city had at least 35,000 residents. Mohenjo-Daro means Mound of the Dead.
In Balochistan there are many caves for cavers and tourists to visit. The northern parts of Pakistan are home to several historical fortresses. Other architecture including the Chitraul valleys. It is home to the Kalash, a small pre-Islamic animist community. Punjab is also the site of Alexander's battle on the Jhelum River. The historic and culturally liberal city Lahore is considered Pakistan's cultural center and has many examples of Mughal architecture such as the Badshahi Masjid, Shalimar Gardens, Tomb of Jahangir and the Lahore Fort.
Tourism is one of the areas that can provide profitable and economic development. Airports are the gateways to the country. Facilities and handling provided at the international airports form a lasting impression on the foreign tourist. There are approximately 41 tour operators in Pakistan that provide destination management services for domestic and foreign tourists. As their services are critical to the development of international tourism, they need to be treated as a primary sub-sector and supported accordingly.
Pakistan is a major tourist attraction because it is blessed with natural beauty and historical places that can yield huge foreign exchange if properly managed. Tourism could become foreign exchange earning industry for the country, though Pakistan has lately taken initiative, but still there is need of tireless efforts to improve this sector and add more dimensions to attract the tourists. Proper attention should be paid to harness the God-gifted opportunity to earn more and more foreign tourists and foreign exchange, which can open up new vistas of employment in the tourism sector. The tourists may find and explore the market of their interest in Pakistan. Involvement of private sector is important to give boost to tourism. Private sector should be provided with vast opportunities to invest. A network of 5-star hotels and motels should be constructed at all tourist spots, and tourist operators may be provided necessary facilities, which can help reduce unemployment and harness foreign exchange.
Good hotel industry would give boost to the tourism industry. At present there are about 4,000 to 4,500 rooms available in 5-star hotels throughout Pakistan, which were insufficient to the demand. Pakistan needs to promote itself as tourist destination at international forums. Pakistan has true potential for being a hot tourist spot in the region.
Please share this video, subscribe to our channel.